Well, good morning and welcome back. It is, I forgot to look at the date. I believe it's the 13th. It is Thursday, February 13th. This is 44 of 365. And I'm RJ in the back of my 96 Dodge Maxi. And here's the weather. It's 63 degrees. 93% humidity. It is going to be raining all day long. It's raining right now. Well, just kind of slacked off. The roads are wet. Be careful because it's slick and slippery. And the high today is supposed to be 66. So it's going to be a very muggy and sticky day. And that's your weather, brought to you by my coffee. Oh, that's hot and good. Welcome back, everybody. This is RJ, and I live in this 96 Dodge Maxi. And here we are. Let me take these off because I can't see with them this early in the morning, or I don't want to. I just don't know. Oh, gotta stretch. Well, what has happened in the last 12 hours? Absolutely nothing. I made a video, I sat here and watched some YouTube and then went to bed. That's about it. You know, I was thinking this morning, really shouldn't have to apologize. I'm 60 years old, which 60 is just a number. I get it. 50 was just a number. I get it. And I bit my lip, inside lip, several times while I was trying to talk. And that's just the effects of something I deal with. I go through that every once in a while. But getting back to what I was saying, I don't remember what I was thinking whenever I turned 30 or 20 or even 40. 50 was a milestone. I accepted 50 as the point where you reach at the top of the hill and you're on your way down. I'm 60. I have already lived the majority of my life. And I got to face reality at some point. Well, I got to face reality. It's just inevitable. The average at my age is 10 to 15 years. Now, mind you, I might get more out of this old body than that. But I will say, that lip hurts. And what makes it so bad is I keep biting it on top of a scar. If you ever notice right here, I've got a very pronounced scar. And but there's a scar. I was coaching baseball and I was doing something with a player and I heard the crack of a bat and I'm like, man, that's a sweet hit, sweet sound, because it was beautiful. And then I looked, and about that time there was this round centrifugal object coming at me, and boom, it just splattered. But I was never allowed to see it. We did continue practice, and that's how I got my tooth chipped. But that's another story for another day. I've got less time on this earth than I've had. I remember at one time it worried me. I probably kept myself up at night. In fact, I know I kept myself up at night. When I was 7 and 8, I'm not sure what happened, but I remember laying there at night in bed, just agonizing or distraught, really, going through whatever I was going through, saying that I didn't want to die. And it was a real thing. I guess all kids go through it. I just didn't tell nobody about it. I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell my dad. But everybody goes through it, I guess, because it's just one of them children things you go. It's the unknown. Maybe I heard about somebody passing away or something and my parents going to the funeral. I don't know. But it got the thought. And, you know, let's face it, if I make it to 70 or 75, I should feel good about that. And I'm not going to say I'm ready to go now, because I still got some things to do. I've got some things in motion, like this dealership. You know, me and Ron were talking yesterday or the day before or something. We always talk. It's kind of hard to keep up with all these random thoughts that I get in my head and put a timeline with it, but we've talked before on this, and it's coming clear. You know, it's going to take a year or two to get this dealership exactly the way it needs to be. And I'm an impatient person in some aspects, but if 2 years, if a year and a half it is, or a year it is, I guess I gotta wait. But getting back to what I was talking about, I've got less time left on this earth than not. And really, I don't have nobody to carry on my name. And I've thought about that a while. And I keep coming back to, I made the right decision by going the route I did. I love my boys. I would do anything in my power to help them out within what I have. And believe me, at one time I had more than I have now. And it's a good, healthy adult relationship. I don't regret that one bit. And I almost don't regret having my own child, in a way. But these YouTube videos, they're online, and I'm assuming they'll be forever. So even though my boys talk about me and have good things to say about me, and I'm just thankful that some of the bad things I did to them or exposed them to, they understand why I did it. I could have took a different route. I way could have took a different route, but I didn't. But we started out on this about the amount of time I have left. And I'm not saying this because I'm sick or I'm about to keel over or anything like that. And at this point, as long as I've been smoking, yeah, it might make things a little comfortable in the end. And I can be a little healthier. If I quit years ago, it probably would make a difference. And it'll make a difference now, but we're talking days. We're not talking years. We could be talking years. Somebody that quit smoking and has died, comment down in the comments down below and tell me, how did you live longer if you quit at this stage? I'm curious. That's going to probably get a lot of funny comments. But anyway, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm a realist. I'm going to die. We all are. Our time will be up at some point. And the least I can do is be kinder, which I'm a kinder person since the stroke. That's I don't know what it was, but I just am. I'm having a hard time grabbing my coffee mug this morning. But yeah, somebody's done got to work because I hear the door slamming. I'm gonna get that fixed. That door slams and it's like somebody's mean. It just needs some cushion is all it needs. Anyway, that was just what popped in my head today. You know, what do I do with that time? How do I make the most out of that time? Oh, you know, this window leaks. I am gonna end up, and you know, I've seen where it was. I just got to, let me do it this way. I became left-handed. I was right-handed all my life. Actually, I was ambidextrous when I was a kid. My parents, because of the time, they said I had to be a righty, and now since I can actually function very well with both hands, not talking, you know, needlessly. Yeah, has anybody thought about it? I know it's not something you want to think about. You don't want to think about it. The people in their 20s and 30s, in their 20s, it wasn't even a thought process. Well, maybe it was a thought process when somebody was driving with hot rod around and, oh my God, your driving's going to kill me, because it's not like that. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. But yeah, it was just something that just popped in my head. I'm going to be expired in 10 to 15 years. Will my van make it? You know, I think it will. I think if I do certain things to it, you know, I can freshen it up. I'm planning on freshening it up with a new engine before I retire and a transmission. Give it a once over because everything's going to be pretty well maintained. It might last me that long. By the way, my oldest boy, and I don't know where it came from. I guess because I put the roof on it and he now standing because he's like 6 something. He asked me, he said, what am I going to do with it? And I said, I don't know. Did you want it? And he said, I'm thinking about it. So I'm probably going to give Paul the van, if I still have it, and all its contents. And Alex, I'm going to give my camera gear. Those are my 2 most valued worldly possessions that I have. And they can have a good time and do whatever they want to do with. Once again, I'm not planning on going nowhere. I don't. I just don't. It was just a thought. You know, what is this about? This is about me. You know, this is my life. This is my thoughts. That's why you tune in. Now I'm feeling a little comfortable in the camera. I'm going to have a little bit more conversation about the real and the raw. And believe me, life is real. And when somebody dies, it's very raw. I just hope everybody speaks of me well. There's probably a small number of people out there that won't. And for one reason or another, and I very much understand that. I can see both sides of the coin. But we make our choices in life. And you know, I've made choices before. And after I made them, I was regretful that I made them. But I made them. And for whatever reason, I made them. Now, if you made a choice, because you're trying to get attention or you're trying to get somebody. That's not what choices are for. That's not. But yeah, I've made some choices that I've agonized over and was up late at night on. So believe me on that. But yeah, I don't know. And I'm gonna make me a video. I'm gonna make me after video, so when it's found, it's gonna be where somebody is. It's gonna be a message to everybody, and it'll be played, and it'll be, I just had a thought. Whatever phone I have is going to have all my data on it. And it will be, I'll have to make this video. And I'll have to put it in my memory in the phone. And I'm sure my boys are going to find my phone. My phone's going to be my phone. It's going to be my personal effects. And I will let them know this. It won't be like it's some discovery. I want them to know it. But I will have my video on my phone, and I'm going to have them upload it. And I'm going to have it titled. And that'll be my last message to the world. No matter how this turns out. This 365 project, I feel confident I'm going to finish. How many videos I'm going to do after that, I don't know. I know I will post regularly, because once you post every day, it's part of you, and you get comfortable doing it. I might go down to 3 days a week or 4 days a week. I might do 2 weekends or whatever. But yeah, I was just thinking about that this morning, and it's real. It's real. So what do I do at this time I got left? Do I try to do some good? Do I focus on myself? Do I focus on somebody else? What's a priority? I know I've already committed to this dealership thing, so that's a piece of my life at least. How many hours is it? 8 to 6. That's like 8 to 5 would be, 9 to 5 would be banker's hours, which 8, that's 8 hours. So 9 hours, and 10 because, it's service providers who don't get a lunch hour, but they go if they want to. Yeah, I had to learn that all over again. But yeah, it's just, it was one of them things. My mind works weird. It's working weird this morning. It's working. My voice seems very level today, so that's a good thing. But yeah, what do you think? Have you ever thought about it? You ever thought about it? Of course you have. You'd be lying if you didn't. But I'm all right, and I'm okay to go, and I understand it. And I guess that's what we do when we get older. We understand things a little bit. Plus our body's starting to hurt, and we just want to be out of the pain. Out of the pain. And there's people out there. There are people out there that are in a lot of pain from one reason or another, either physical or mental. And I get it. I get it. I really, really get it. Anyway, I don't know why I brought that subject up, but it's what hit me when I woke up and opened my eyes. Today, anyway. I hope y'all liked that little interaction last night with Noah. I know it was kind of off the wall and not much of it, but it was just something I thought of at the moment and put it in place, and it was kind of, he's gonna think I'm weird because they've never seen me do that. And yeah, get him comfortable a little bit. Maybe we'll do a segment with him on. Who knows? We're going to have some fun. Maybe I can introduce, I was talking about doing a video blog for the with cars and everything. I may include it in this, and may catch one of them off guard. Who knows? But I've talked enough. I've rambled. Let's see, how much time is on this clock? 20 minutes. This is enough for a video for today. If I can whittle it down to 15 to keep I'll probably whittle it down to about 14. It'll probably be less than that, because it's probably going to be more. So with that being said, and this big long conversation that we've had this morning, thanks everybody for stopping by. It means, I'm not going to say it means a lot, because that everybody says that, but it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside, knowing that on the other side of this camera, just like myself, somebody else is tuning to me, whether it's 15 people or 30 people or 2,000 people. But 2,000 people is good, but I don't have that many subscribers, and less than 10% of my subscribers watch me, and that's fine. I would say probably about 40%, because they don't all come back the same day. They don't all have the bell notifications on. So either way that goes, it's good that you stop by. I appreciate y'all stopping by just to listen to me ramble. An old guy with a beard and a bald head. I'm not so fat anymore, but I still am short, because 5'6" is short for a man. But I feel like it's okay. Thanks everybody for coming by. Hit the like button. Make the video go to more people. And we will talk at you in a little while. And if this is the only one I make today, make your day enjoyable. And call your mom.